Yo, what is good, interweb? I know it's been a very long time, and I'm not gonna waste too much of your time already, because you know, for those of y'all who don't know, I had to write stuff down, because I can start talking, and then I start talking, and then I'm looking up, and a million minutes has passed. But I really wasn't planning to make this video right now. What had happened was I was going out to do some adulting, and that means shopping, bill paying, all this other stuff. I got a flat tire, had to call AAA, got the tire done. But what happened was, after all that, I was like, I'm almost out of the damn mood to go shopping and go do all this stuff with LA traffic. But anyway, I did want to get on here because it's been, what, 2 months? I think the last video I made was December 22nd or something like that. So I did take a sabbatical. So I guess the first question I'll just answer, since I do have it written down, because I had to structure it, bullet point the vlogs, because again, we'll be here too long, and I'm not trying to hold y'all. You know what I mean, Vern? But what happens is, I guess the first thing is where I've been. Well, sincerely, working. Many of y'all know, or for those of y'all who don't know, I picked up another gig, a part-time gig to add on to the other gig I already got, which like 15, 20 hours a week. And that, I guess I want to say I started around what? August, the end of August-ish, middle August-ish, early September-ish, and that's to get a new PC and some extra loot. I mean, the way this new 2025 post-miasma pandemic economy is, you gotta have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different kind of revenue sources, or you just have like one big non-tax one, but that's a whole nother story. But again, mainly I just want to get a new PC. I've been having this rig here, this HP Omen, since 2017, and with all the work that I do on the computer, which, you know, for content creation and streaming and everything else in between, she's gonna be a server, and I'm going to, I'm sorry, talking to her like she gone already, but I'm gonna make her a server, and then I'm going to use the new PC to be able to do what I needed to do. Mainly, I want to be able to stream and record footage at the same time, or at least separate, you know, like if I'm playing a game, I want the gameplay to be played. Like, one of the reasons when I'm streaming, I don't play a lot of games that I record for archives and stuff, or for reviews and different things like that. When I'm streaming, is because I don't want to have to double play the game unless it's an old game. And I remember, was the Final Fantasy remake, I saved over the file, that my stream file, and then shout out to one of the homies, the Random Encounter. He gave me a great idea to how to combat that. Was just make 2 different profiles on PlayStation, which is simple and clean, like Kingdom Hearts, you know, and just play one on the streaming, and that one be there, and then just have one that I'm doing the recording, so those saves and everything will be separate, and that has helped. But still, I actually have to play the game, and if I can't spend 100 hours on one game and then streaming it, and then go back and record it for 100 hours. That's 200 hours. That could be another game. That could be work. That could be who's that black person. That could be a review. That could, you see what I'm saying right there. So I want a PC to be able to handle a lot of the things that this rig can't handle. But I was about to come back sooner when it comes to content and giving updates and stuff like that. But I was busy because of the holiday season and everything. And then one week led to another. And then I was still working on stuff in the lab in the background. And I was like, you know what? Let me just take this time, this sabbatical here to be able to work some kinks out and fix some things that I wanted to do, and be able to bulk a lot of things. Like before, I was able to have so many videos like the Geek Theater and the Geek News and Archives, even though those were reruns, as well as like Who's That Black Person. I bulked those videos, so I just scheduled them to go live at a certain day. But right in the midst of the holiday season is right when they ran out. So I had 3 months of everything bulk, and then boom, bada bing, bing, boom, bop, bam. It got, you know, the type of shit I can't understand. So what happened was, I just was like, you know what? It's gonna be so hard for me to try to keep up with all the new current news is coming out, everything that's happening, the news, trying to make this working, life, everything else. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take this time, meditate, and really sometimes you gotta step away from something in order to realize the purpose you're doing it and what your motivation is for doing it and an enjoyment of doing it. The crazy thing about YouTube streaming and content creation, everything in a whole, is that you leave a week into like a freaking month. So you leave 2 months, it feels like I missed everything. I've been patient. Look, I got stuff written down. I got notebooks. I got Google documents, tabs. Where is my other little, when I take to work with me, other little mini tablets and stuff. You know, I even got the good old Geek on there, but mini tablets and stuff like that to write different ideas down or video topics that I will be talking about. And for me, how I decided to do a lot of these things as far as the news and stuff is, it's going to be more opinionated based than just basically the news, because if you miss something current, you shit out of luck. Like, honestly, so you have to spin that in the YouTube kind of way with the title and the thumbnail, and that's just all the background jargon that many you might not care about. Also, the main big thing is that's taken me a long time, which I put on. That's my baby. There goes my baby. The archives. Many of y'all know that I've talked about it before, that I started rebranding completely the archives from last April, which is crazy. It's almost April again. And I started rebranding archives. And what I did is I had done so many files, like hundreds of files, where I spoke for Akasha, you know, my avatar and stuff on Twitch, and you've seen her around here on the tube. She's actually on the wallpaper now, as well. But what happened was, I didn't like listening to my own voice, so I found a way to create her voice organically without me having to do it, and I can just type command yara. So I had to go back and redo all of those files that I had done and upload the new ones. And while I was at it, I redid a lot of the opening and exit scenes. Matter of fact, I'll just put like a little brief snippet here to one of the things I've done. So look.
To free the Danans from the yoke of their abusive oppressors. To no longer die at the whim of another. To break the shackles of our enslavers. To live and taste freedom!
Stick around. Tales of Arise is coming up next.
Welcome to the fantasy, where the good guys never look as good as the bad.
Let Louis Squeerburn be named the true and rightful ruler of Uchronia!
A quick attack is the best defense, and your experience is all you can count on.
I feel stronger.
A fantasy where what tribe you're from is coveted above all else.
Hey, I've done nothing wrong!
A sleeping prince and slain king who speaks of the day of the hero. offering the throne, crown, and right of the kings to whosoever earns the greatest faith of the people. Utilizing royal magic, those most desired to become king compete in the royal tournament.
I shall brook no sabotage or obstruction of this trial. Let all hear me and obey.
By a twist of fate, a mysterious book falls into the hands of a boy named Harrow. His destiny is about to change.
Thy fate is crown-twined, thy soul bound for the throne, the future yet unknown.
Together with his party of misfits,
Don't you have any street smarts?
he'll set out on an adventure.
What?
Metaphor Refantasia. Saturdays at 2. Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer. Only on Archive.
What happened was one of the real big upgrades that I wanted to do to Archives, which I found a program to do it with now. I have been rolling with premiering Archives for the last 67 weeks or something at the end of the year, last year. And excuse all the reruns, y'all, but I mean, if y'all go watch Toonami reruns, you can watch Archives reruns. That was at least my logic with everything. But what happened was premieres are good, but premieres don't get the same eyes or attention as a live stream does. It's something about being organic. It's something organic about being live, or even if a person thinks you're live and you're playing a game, that gets more people to join in. And YouTube does not have a function yet that allows you to do that, to take a pre-recorded video and then have it upload as live. So I had to go through a third-party company that's going to allow me to do that. It actually has a function to do 24 hours. So I don't know. I might play around with something like that to see how that goes. I want the sponsors, y'all. I want some of these sponsorships and drop an ad in between as some of these commercials and stuff that y'all seen that I've been doing on the Archives. So I tightened up Archives a lot. I already got the first month done, and while you might be like, oh, that's a lot. Yeah, that's good, a whole month. That's not yet. Honestly, in the grand scheme of things, because a month can go by like that. Look, I've been gone for 2 months, and them 2 months and went by, there's got a Nintendo release, Xbox, and bow the damn knee to the Lannisters. You know, so it's a lot of stuff that's been going on in the geekdoms of everything. The new Captain America, Solo Leveling, all the anime that's out, Dan to Dan. It's so many different things that's out or have been out that you can miss within a 2 months, a time space. So before I go too deep into the video, when am I coming back? I'm actually supposed to be coming back making consistent videos. It's gonna start on Saturday. Saturday's my favorite day. TGIS, thank God it's Saturday. Or thank Geek it's Saturday. But I did not do it then. Because I still wanted to tighten up some things, and I wanted to have majority, at least a good 70% of some of the work that I was doing already done. I'm about like 65% now, 60% of how I wanted it to do, and then everything else I can work on while it's coming out, because now, thankfully, the part-time gig, the holiday season is over, so my time is a lot more free. So the 30 hours a week has dropped to 15 hours, which, you know, of course that's gonna dip in my PC fund a little bit, but the good thing is that's gonna give me more time to have the freedom to create more content. Thank you for everybody who did reach out to me IRL via social media, whether it's YouTube or Twitch or IG, which I'm always on IG. I like pictures, okay? But I'm always on Instagram, Twitter, Blue Sky now. I don't mess with Threads anymore. Like, Threads died. I do want to talk about this before I go. I'm taking Geek, which is the acronym for Games, Entertainment, Anime, and Comedy, back to its roots. I said that I was going to do that once I hit over 1,000 subscribers, so I once I got monetized a few years ago. Was it 2022? Sorry, 2025. So I want to double down on what I originally made the channel for. What I really made the channel for was going to be a stepping stone or a way to get some kind of notoriety. So when I do start making games again, which I will be doing and streaming that once a week. I'm not going to kill myself like I was attempting to do. And speaking of streaming, it's another thing I'm going to end up doing here on the channel. I'm not going to restream anymore here on YouTube. What I'm going to do is go back to streaming on Twitch primarily, except on Saturdays, where I'm going to have the archives be live. I feel that I'm going to have enough content daily here, because the goal is still to have a video pop, every day, 7 days a week, here on YouTube. And I can do it. And I will do it. It's been done before, but it's the consistency, which y'all know about anything in life. It's the consistency that does it. Like, I've done it in 3-month spans, and every time that I have a video that happens every day for like a month to 3 months, my numbers skyrocket. But then exhaustion hits in, or life, you know, and then I have to take like a break to be able to catch up. So this is why I took this extended break, to be able to have enough content that won't happen again. It's getting hot in here. I know I got a jacket on, but the weather is all crazy. But one of the reasons I wanted to go back is so much stuff, like I was talking about solo leveling and Dan to Dan and that damn second season of ReZero, which I'm not really feeling, to be honest with you. Amelia, Rim. But anyway, Drake, Kendrick, you know, comics, the TMNT, Black in a different universe. You know, there's so many different things that I wanted to talk about that I've been clipping and saving and stuff, that I don't want it to just be solely video games anymore, because that's not what I wanted to do in the first place. Hold your horses. Hold on. The main content is still going to be RPGs and video games, but I will have news sprinkled in, like I had been for a while. Like what Not My Velma, when they announced Velma was gay, which I still don't accept. Not My Velma. But those videos did really well, and a lot of my videos that weren't even talking about video games actually did better than some of my video game videos. My main videos that did the best were video game videos, but it's I checked the numbers and it'll compensate. Plus, the whole thing was, you know, even though I'm a small channel, the whole purpose of Geek was to find my audience, people who, and a lot of times us as geeks, are not just solely into one thing, and I just didn't want to be bogged down by only exclusively talking about one thing. I'm probably gonna lose a few people and some stuff like that, but I think that this direction that I'm gonna go is going to be beneficial for me as a content creator, in the creativity to be able to talk about what I want to talk about, more so, not just forcing myself to have to go and dig and find, okay, well, what is this with this RPG, you know, today, and find about this. I have, especially if it's like finding content about what the new RPG is or what Nintendo's doing, when this anime just dropped and this shit's like a AAA title, you know what I'm saying, or AAA series, and I could talk about that as well. I will have like a video every Thursday, which seems like the day that I want to do it, or I might change the days, I don't know yet, but I'll have like a actual 10-minute edited video that'll be up, like who's that, what you should be role-playing, or anime in 5. Like, I got series, y'all, let's gotta put them back. I think I might even unlist a lot of my old anime videos and stuff. I don't want to kill y'all, because if you unlist something, all of that shit pops up live, and I don't want to like kill y'all when I'm unlisting like 1 million videos, because I got like 1,400 videos, but I'll announce it if I do, so don't be alarmed. Or I might do one a day. I don't know how I'll do it. But I'm gonna go back to the roots. Like I said, once I got the monetization back in 2022, I just was sticking with RPGs, and then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go back to what I wanted to go back to, which was that. I don't think I got anything else, honestly. I don't think there's anything else that I have. I mean, I can go into more detail with a lot of things, but I'm gonna save that for videos that's coming up in the future. So March 1st, I don't know if I did say the date. March 1st, that's a Saturday, my favorite day, TGIS. Thank Geek is Saturday. That I'm gonna come back. That's gonna be the debut. So that's like 11 days, 12 days, something like that from now. So a little over a week. My math is not mathing at the moment because February is a short month, but I will be back then. And that's going to be starting with the archives. And then that Sunday was going to be the re-release of, which I still need to work on the set for, of the Geek Show, which will cover a lot of things. The only thing I won't cover here as far as geekdom is sports. And even though I'm a big sports aficionado, sports and a lot of the geek stuff don't mix. You know, I've seen it, how they don't mix, so I'm not even going to mix the oil and water when it comes to that. I'll do that somewhere else, or I'll just be on post talking shit. Thankfully, we got Luca. It's almost time for the 10th Foil King to leave LA. If you know what I'm talking about, you know. And on that note, y'all, I appreciate you watching this. This was 20 minutes. Appreciate y'all watching this. As always, remember to eat, geek, sleep, repeat. Look out for your boy. I will be back March 1st live with archives. Peace.